It is a distinct honor and privilege for me to be here to be a part of the first graduation ceremony of the Rajiv Ghandi University School of Medicine. The period of training of today's graduating class is almost synonymous with the age of this institution, established in 2011 and registered by the National Accreditation Council of Guyana in April of 2012. The Rajiv Ghandi University has now produced its first batch of medical doctors. Quietly, without much fanfare, you have come to this important milestone and have ensconced yourselves in a vital niche in our education system, from which you provide high-quality private tertiary education. The government of Guyana is committed to continuing to provide an enabling environment in which institutions such as yours can deliver quality tertiary education and training. Mr. Chairman, the Rajiv Ghandi University as an institution is too young to be subject to the evaluation yardsticks of tradition and academic reputation, having been established a mere 6 years ago. However, one can use other indicators to evaluate the quality and potential for development, such as the quality of teaching staff, the environment that you provide for training and research, your admission criteria, the linkages and relationships that have been established with other institutions of higher learning, and the acceptance of your certificates, diplomas, and degrees in the academic world and the job market are some of those indicators. On these scores, the Rajiv Ghandi University is clearly on a firm foundation from which to build and grow. And I look forward to this process of development, which I'm sure will be of great benefit to Guyana. Mr. Chairman, today is clearly the day of the class of 2017. The graduates who have completed 4 years of study, hard work, and sacrifice to have arrived at this juncture as trained medical students eager to enter the world of further training and work. Dear graduates, I feel honored to be at this, the beginning of the next chapter of your lives, and to offer you some words of advice. Firstly, remember that there are some very important team players that have helped you to get where you are today. First and foremost are the members of your family. They have encouraged you, guided you, and most likely funded much of your way to this point. They share your success and they are proud of you. Then there are those teachers, lecturers, and the support staff at the university who must feel very proud of your achievements and the satisfaction that they have contributed to them, you must resolve. never to let any of them down so that they can continue to be proud of you. Never stop learning. Never stop asking questions. Never forget that medicine is an art as well as a science to be practiced by you as doctors and researchers, and that you should bring to that practice not only technology and training, but also your humanity, caring, and concern. Develop your skills as you have developed your knowledge, and strive to let each day of your respective practice be better than the day before. Remember that in our society, doctors are role models, persons held in respect and sometimes in awe. Be proactive and outspoken about the type of society you would like to see established, the values that you would like to see promoted, the future that you envisage, and the environment in which you would like to work and live, where you can contribute to and enjoy a good life. Be a part of your communities beyond your own workplace. Join friends and neighbors in the activities of schools, churches, temples, and mosques. Let everyone see that you care about the community you reside in and help them to learn to exercise their gifts. The skill that you have acquired and to do the betterment of society as good citizens full time, all the time, and do not be lured and fooled by quick riches. Your just completed training would have taught you that nothing good comes easy, and the profession that you have chosen eschews quick fixes. Be brave and resourceful in the practice of your profession. And to quote Maya Angelou, who says, and I quote, "Without courage, we cannot practice and other virtues with consistency," or any other virtues with consistency. You must courageously display a continuous desire to expand, deepen, and transmit your knowledge as healers. Graduates, I must also appeal to you for a commitment to healthcare delivery in the context of our national policy. A key element of government's policy on healthcare is equal delivery of all services across Guyana to all villages and communities in the most remote part of Guyana, on the coastland, and in the hinterland. We need doctors who do not flinch or balk when assigned to those remote areas, in our rural communities or our hinterland. This is the spirit and approach that we must adopt to enable us to provide a good life for all of our people. As we celebrate Emancipation Day tomorrow, you have taken the first step towards, as Bob Marley says, emancipating yourself from mental slavery. None but yourselves can free your mind. And therefore, in conclusion, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you, the graduating students of the batch of medical doctors of 2017. I welcome you to public service, whether in the public service or in private practice, I urge you to continue to strive for excellence, to continue to study, and to seek to specialize as healthcare practitioners. I ask you to commit yourselves to selfless and dedicated service as enshrined in the Hippocratic Oath, which you will take later. I also invite you to join with us in facing the challenging but exciting future of Guyana as we strive to provide a good life for all of our people.
It gives me great pleasure to be here this evening to share a few thoughts with you, graduates, as you prepare to enter the challenging world of work. You have spent quite some time learning the theories and practices of medical science through the rigorous program provided by Rajiv Ghandi University of Science and Technology. And now you're at the end of that long, arduous, but rewarding journey. Today, you graduates must be experiencing a plethora of mixed emotions as you're at the most important station in your life's journey. If you're anything like I was when I was graduating from medical school, you are probably most excited and a little bit nervous. In your service to humanity, and as you graduate and transition to the world of work, it is important that you put into practice all that you have learned over the years of medical school. Graduates, you are here today as testimony of your academic excellence. You are here today because of hard work and dedication. And now you stand on the threshold of greatness, where you'll be conferred a title that will empower you as well as place great responsibility on your shoulders. From here on, you'll be the ones chartering your own course in life, and how you're perceived in the world will be based directly on your actions, and in some cases, your inaction. When you leave here today, you will leave armed with the knowledge, skills, and title of a physician. Oren Hatch makes a very valid point when he says, and I quote, "There is a good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning," unquote. Today marks the end of your journey in medical school, but it also marks the beginning of your professional life. I urge you as a medical doctor to give of your best and ensure at all times that you uphold this noble profession. Maintain high standards for yourself and for your colleagues. And I ask that you be honest both with yourself and with your patients. You will make mistakes. Admit your mistakes and learn from them. Deliver news to patients in a compassionate way, and do not avoid a difficult conversation. You will encounter things that are wrong wherever you work. Fix them, or at least try to fix them. Inaction is the worst kind of failure. Help people who are the most vulnerable in our society. A very important activity you must do as you practice in the field of medicine is continuous professional development. Remember, change is inevitable. Therefore, it will be imperative that you are in line with the changes that take place in your profession as medical doctors. I charge you, therefore, to read continuously on the developments in your field and ensure you remain at the cutting edge of medical science developments. Today, you are leaving medical school during the greatest transformation of public health care delivery ever known to this nation. This coalition government continues to embark on numerous programs aimed at further strengthening our public health system so as to deliver the best quality health care possible to the people of Guyana. Measures are continuously being put in place to ensure that best quality health care is ubiquitously accessible through all 10 regions of Guyana. Ministry of Public Health intends to make universal primary health care a reality in Guyana by the year 2020. Today, you take the Hippocratic Oath. It is the most important pledge you will take in your life. Honor it. Live it. Let the patient be the center of your existence as doctors. In medical school, you learn quite a lot about anatomy, biochemistry, genomics, genetics, countless mnemonics to help you remember bits of knowledge. You know how to deliver babies and treat cancer and diabetes and depression and asthma. You know how to do MRIs and PCIs and countless other procedures. What you're going to learn now in the real world as you graduate is that physical woes are the least of patient worries. Their health problems are not strictly caused by mutating cells, opportunistic pathogens, and poor genes, but by poverty, lack of education, poor housing, stress, and social isolation. I urge you to ground yourself in your passion and do not allow anything to distract you from it. For those who suffer need you to be so much more than just a physician in a white coat. Patients need a physician who not only offers great knowledge and skill in the advances of medical science and technology, but also your humanity, your genuine care, and your authentic concern for each and every person. Professionalism, high ethical standards, and compassion should forever remain the driving forces propelling you forward in your journey as competent medical practitioners, regardless of the specialty areas you will eventually choose. Always strive to convert the science and the art of being an exemplary doctor into a life-changing legacy for generations to come. Being able to make this conversion successfully will define you as a medical professional who is esteemed by all whom you come into contact. Remember that to be effective, you must generate trust and respect from your patients and your colleagues. Remember that there are a lot of really smart, caring, committed, professional healthcare workers who do not have MD degrees. I charge you to listen to them and respect their opinions. Many are the patients who could have been saved had the doctor listened to the nurse. Preserve the best values of the esteemed medical profession that will cause you to inspire the younger generation to create a change in the current mindset of how medical doctors are generally viewed by patients, relatives, and the population at large, thereby raising the level of trust and confidence in our profession. Today, you all stand at the precipice of the future. It is no longer a distant thing, one to be reached at some point. The future is here. It starts now. It starts with you. Let me remind you that today you take a big step into power. With your white coat, with your anatomy lessons, and your stethoscope, you enter today a life of new and vast privilege. You may not notice it at first, but this will be true. In return for your years of learning and your dedication to a life of service and your willingness to take an oath to that duty, society will give you access and rights that it gives to no one else. Society will allow you to hear secrets from frightened human beings who are too scared to tell anyone else. Society will permit you to use drugs and instruments that can do great harm as well as great good, and that in the hands of others would be weapons. You have to be the kind of doctor who's above reproach and who takes the Hippocratic Oath with humility and passion and gives it the reverence that it deserves. When you come in rounds to see your patients, May your presence bring joy in the morning. May you find courage to face your own personal trials by learning from patience' courage. You must be prepared to be strong in the face of adversity and despair, present in the face of illness and inevitability of death. I exhort you to minister to your patients even as they minister to you. So as I conclude, when there is nothing more medically you can do for your patients, remember it is just the beginning of everything you can do for your patients. You can still give them the best of you, which is your presence at their bedside. You can heal, even when you cannot cure, by that simple human act of being at the bedside, your presence. May you discover, as generations before you have, the great happiness and satisfaction inherent in the practice of medicine, despite everything else that happens around you. So as you go out into the world of work, be the best doctors you can be. Be that ray of sunlight in the dark world of illness. Congratulations and best wishes to you graduates.